Hey everybody, so what we got here is our 6-1, 6-3, 6-4 review B. Okay, so I'm going to make this video up. I don't know if I'm going to get through the entire thing, but we'll take it as we go. We'll see how we do, and then if I have to make two up, we make two up. Okay? Simplify the following. What we have here are fractions being multiplied together. You have some options here. One thing you could probably do is just multiply everything across the numerators first, tops, and then your denominators bottom first, okay? So up top, 4 times 12 is 48. Right? A squared times a negative 2. Since it's the same base, you add the exponents. 2 plus negative 2, they cancel out. Okay? B to the fourth is the only b up top, so it stays b to the fourth. And c times c negative 5, 1 plus negative 5 is negative 4, so c to the negative 4. Now down low, 10 times 2 is 20. That's the only a I got. That's the only B I got, and that's the only C I got. Okay. Now, you can combine numbers over numbers, A's over A's, B's over B's, so on and so forth. If I look at 48 over 20, okay, what number can go into both of them? Hopefully you guys are cool with 4 going into both of them. 4 goes up top in 12 times. And then down low, 4 goes in 25 times. Alright, you're going to notice here that the only a I got is down low, so I'm going to leave it down low in my denominator. Alright, b to the fourth over b to the fourth. When you have same exponents over top, or same variables in top and bottom, you take your top minus your bottom. 4 minus 4 is 0. These cancel out. Guys, what's negative 4 minus 2? Negative 6. So, if I want to make that positive, we just flip it. There we go. Okay. Cool. Now, same idea for number 2. So we're going to go right across tops, right across the bottoms. Up top we get 10, a to the negative fourth, c to the fourth. Okay. On the bottom, 80, a to the sixth, b to the fourth, c squared. Okay. Now I'm combining I'm reducing down like terms. 10 over 80 is 1 over 8. Negative 4 minus 6 is negative 10. The only b I got is down low. 4 minus 2 is 2. Okay. Last thing I want to check is, do I have any negative exponents? I do with the a. Let's send that downstairs. Everything else remains the same. Okay. Very good. Okay. Multiply a plus 3b, the quantity raised to negative 3. Now, this is the same things we did yesterday. Okay, the only difference is we have negative exponents. So, I mean, all I'm doing here is, at the end, okay, I'm going to flip it. Okay? So we get 1 over 8, like all of that being multiplied together. It's just whenever you have a negative exponent, you flip it. So don't worry too much about that, but just be aware of, as long as you're aware of the negative exponents that we did before. Now if I clean this up, here's what we get. Okay. If I multiply the first two together, I'm going to get a squared plus 6ab plus 9b squared. Now when I multiply this across, a cubed, let's see here, plus 6a squared b plus 9ab squared. Then I multiply the 3b across, 3a squared b, 18ab squared, and then 27b cubed. Okay, so if I can clean this up a little bit, I end up getting 1 divided by a cubed. The a squared are right here, 9a squared. B, 9 and 18 is 27. ab squared plus 27b cubed. Same thing you would get yesterday, just because of the negative exponent, you flip it. Alrighty. This one's actually easier, because what we have going on here is it's the same idea, just multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom. So 8x cubed minus 20x squared plus 8x. When I multiply the negative 3 in, okay, combine like terms. There we go. Okay, we got our 8x cubed minus 26x squared plus 23x minus 6. Looking good. Alright, now, for factor completely right here, number 5 and number 6, this is when we're factoring it in the form of a minus b, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, we're just doing our difference of cubes and sum of cubes. Pardon me for a second, sorry, it's early in the morning. It's just a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared, and then over here, whenever I have sum, it's a plus b, a squared minus ab plus b squared. There we go. So, you are picking which one you want. In this case, it's minus first, so minus first. Now, for this one, it's a little tricky. What number can go into 54 and 16? Always look for a GCF first. In this case, it's 2. If I take out a 2, I get 27r to the 6th minus 8b to the 3rd. Okay. Now I'm ready to do my thing as far as picking out my cubes, so on. So a is just a cubed root of 27r to the 6th. The cubed root of 27 is 3. The cubed root of r to the 6th is r squared. Remember, we just take our top exponent divided by 3. My b is the cubed root of 8, which is 2. The cubed root of v to the 3rd is just v. So here we go. 3r squared, 2v. Now, plugging things into this formula. Watch how simple this is. 3r squared minus 2v. Next parentheses, a squared. I'm just squaring this whole thing. So 9r to the 4th. And don't forget to square the number. ab is these two things multiplied together. 6 r squared v. And then lastly, v squared would be 2v squared, which is 4v squared. We're all good. Okay? Number 6 is much the same. How do I know to do this? Well, if I have two things and then the variables are raised to an exponent divisible by 3, I know to use this. This one over here, my a is, if I take the cube root of 343, I get 7. I'm going to give you a list of perfect cubes on the board, so please don't panic about that. X to the 9th, I just do x to the 3rd. And my b is cube root of 125, 5y. So I'm picking this one. 7x to the 3rd plus 5y. A squared is this thing squared. 49x to the 6th. Minus, multiply these together. 35x cubed y. And then my b squared is just plus 25y squared. Okay? Wonderful. Lastly, look at the difference here. Here was two things with the powers raised to a 3rd power. Here I got 4 things. This is a difference of, this is a factor by grouping problem. So, I'm going to throw parentheses around the first 2 and the second 2. Okay? First 2, what can come out of 3x to the 4th, 6x cubed? 3x to the 3rd. And I'm left with x plus 2. Okay, if I take that out, I'm left with x plus 2. Now over here, I can take out a negative 24. I'm left with x plus 2. Okay? So, these two are the same. X plus 2 goes out front. I'm left with 3x cubed minus 24. Let's cover these up. What number can go into both of these? Hopefully you guys are cool with the 3 being taken out. Okay. Here is a difference of cubes. So your a is x, my b is 2. I'm just following this again up here. Okay, this one right here. So I got 3x plus 2. Let's see here now. I've got x minus 2, x squared plus 2x plus 4. Okay? Alright, now I can set each of these 3 things equal to 0. So the first 2 are easy. X plus 2 equals 0, x equals negative 2, x minus 2 equals 0, x equals positive 2. And then the last one, if I try to factor this, it's not going to work. So we're going to use good old quadratic formula, which isn't that big of a deal, considering they're going to give this to you on the exam. Okay, so ABC, -2 plus or minus. By the way, the reason I'm doing this is because it's not factorable. There's no two numbers that multiply to give me 4, but I have the 2. B squared is 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times 4. 4 minus 16 is -12. I got root 4 times root 3, and then there's an I because it's negative. Are all three of these numbers divisible by the same thing? They're all divisible by 2. So -1 plus or minus root 3i. Okay? Awesome. I just realized that this is supposed to be in the back, all of this work, because it just says factor. I didn't have to solve for it, did I? Nope. So for this problem where it says factor completely, once you get here, you're done. My bad. This is the stuff on the back page, which isn't that bad. Okay? So the back is these 4 problems and a word problem. I am going to do them on the second video. So if I take a little break for right now, and then we'll get back to it, and then we'll be in good shape. All right? So as always, keep up the good work, and good luck. We're all